Hello, I'm Andrew, and this is my Series 3 of the weekly podcasts 50 Ways to Succeed at Work. These podcasts build confidence and know-how. Consequently, they can help you achieve happiness at work. By the way, that's also the title of my book, available at Amazon and from the book's website, My Happiness at Work. Now for today's episode in Series 3. This is episode 42 in Series 3, 50 Ways to Succeed at Work. Today's episode is about your personal brand story. Craft your narrative for a lasting impression. Cristina Scoccia, who's CEO of Ilia Cafe, joined in 2022 to expand the Italian coffee company outside of Italy. She says, "I came in with a clear objective. I see my role a bit like a doctor's. I like taking care of a specific condition. Once I'm done with the job, I like to move on to the next patient." Christina made the overall task reflect her brand. All of us need to understand the importance of branding, says Tom Peters, the management consultant and co-author of one of the most successful business books of all time. He says, "We're CEOs of our own companies, Me Inc. To be in business today, our most important job is to be head marketeer for the brand called You," he continues. Many others echo similar sentiments. For example, "Your brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room," says Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. And Jonathan Sachs, co-founder of Free Range Studios, stresses that your brand extends beyond your online presence. It's about consistent interactions with people and shaping how you're perceived. And Dan Schwabel, a personal branding expert, explains that your brand is what makes you weird, makes you unique, and therefore make you stand out. Let's look at crafting a brand narrative. Crafting your brand narrative is a big ask. Even becoming comfortable thinking of yourself as a brand requires clarity about what's realistic and what you can live up to. For instance, there's a big difference between aiming to be seen as a competent musician and expecting others to see you as a direct competitor to Taylor Swift or Beyoncé. It's not that you can't dream, but effective branding has to be solidly grounded in some reality. Your brand narrative or personal story is a powerful way to bring your brand to life. This narrative helps you consider what you want and the behaviors you may need to adopt to support the brand. The narrative is like a film, a story around a campfire, or even a computer game. What, for example, would the audience see or hear? Here are the 5 basic steps to help you think about your personal brand and bring it into daily existence. Step 1 is to identify your core message, or what you want your brand to convey. The core message is what you want people to associate with you. For example, you might wish people to view you as highly competent, or a go-getter, or super smart, or creative, or reliable, or trustworthy, or determined, a team player, and so on. Whatever you decide, the core message needs to be clear and consistent. For example, Emily, a young entrepreneur, is passionate about sustainable fashion. Her core message becomes, fashion can be both stylish and eco-friendly. Emily starts her clothing brand emphasizing organic fabrics, fair trade practices, and timeless designs. She communicates her core message through social media, blog posts, and interviews, and inspires others to make conscious fashion choices. The second step in creating a narrative is to create characters that embody your brand values. Think of your brand as a story with characters. In my opening story earlier, Christina of Ilia, the coffee company, chose to be a doctor. This character represents her brand values and attributes. So what qualities do you want to emphasize? Honesty? Integrity? Resilience? Curiosity? Persistence? Or some other value? Can you weave these into your narrative? Step 3 is to design a plot. Every great story has a plot. In your personal brand story, the plot could be your journey from a novice to an expert, or career transitions, or experiences overcoming challenges. Make it engaging and relatable. For example, Lisa, a fitness enthusiast, starts as a sedentary office worker but decides to transform her lifestyle. She joins a gym, hires a personal trainer, and documents her progress on social media. The plot includes setbacks such as injuries, plateaus, and triumphs, including completing a marathon. Lisa's brand has evolved from desk jockey to fitness role model. Step 4 in creating a narrative is incorporate conflict or challenges. Conflict adds depth to your narrative. Share the obstacles you've faced, the failures, setbacks, or tough decisions. How did you overcome them? These moments of struggle make your brand story more authentic and memorable. For example, Mark brands himself as a motivational speaker. He decides that the values he holds dear are confidence, authenticity, and fearlessness. The plot that he shares at every able opportunity is overcoming adversity. His vulnerability resonates with audiences, encouraging them to face their fears. Mark's brand becomes synonymous with courage and resilience. And the 5th step in creating a narrative is to conclude with a resolution. End your brand story positively. Highlight how your brand has impacted, that is, helping others, driving change, or achieving personal growth. Leave your audience inspired and eager to learn more about you. Your brand narrative is not just about your achievements. It's about your values, passions, and mission. Crafting an authentic narrative you could share with an audience will help you connect with them and build a solid personal brand. This can set you apart from others in today's competitive world. For example, Alex, a software engineer, has a core message: innovation drives progress. Alex regularly participates in hackathons, open source projects, and tech conferences. He uses an online service to showcase creative solutions to real-world problems. Alex's core message resonates with fellow developers, concluding with collaborations and job opportunities. Javier, a food blogger, loves diverse cuisines. He blogs about street food, Michelin-starred restaurants, family recipes, and so on. His plot includes mishaps such as burned soufflés, language barriers, and discoveries, a hidden gem in Bangkok and a secret spice blend in Marrakesh. Javier's cuisine enthusiasm marks his brand out from others and becomes synonymous with culinary curiosity. So my final thoughts about developing a narrative. Well, develop a narrative that expresses your brand. Get clear on the core values of this brand. And finally, demonstrate your brand value through your daily behavior, not a once-only action. You've been listening to an episode of Series 3 of my weekly podcast, 50 Ways to Succeed at Work. You can hear the other podcasts at the 50ways.site. That's 50.site. There are nearly 100 titles, and you can search for any issue that interests you. If you have any questions, you can always drop me a line from there. Also, check out my book, Happiness at Work. It's packed with great stories, compelling advice, and suggestions for tackling real issues that you can encounter at work. It's at Amazon or at the book's website, myhappinessatwork.com. There's also an audio version if you prefer listening. Join me next week for another unmissable episode in Series 3. Bye for now.